Oh shit, my back is killing me from shoveling. I had to do it by hand because I didn't have any snowblower. I'm just glad the man with the backhoe came. Kind of helped. Excuse me. I don't try to discriminate. I try to like understand, but then I still say things that I say that you might not agree with. Like, oh, I believe that's a dude. Right? You won't want me to say that in front of you though. Like I try not to be rude about it, but I'll be tapping you with my elbow. Like, am I thinking the right thing? Is that what I think that is? It's almost like people don't want you to move on sometimes, because it's not like this. They are trying to be mean, but they'll say things where it coincides with something someone else was feeling uncomfortable by. And I'm like, well, if it's not true, it doesn't matter then, right? But even if you think what they say holds weight, it's all about how you feel about yourself, too. It's not a delusional thing to say. They don't know you as well as you know you. Whoever's spreading a rumor about you. See, that's the thing. I don't spread rumors. I drop facts. I drop truth bombs. It's like, bro, yeah, call me a maniac, and I'll say what I always wanted to say. Like, you make fun of me all day, and you're lucky I don't just blow your shit up, and I don't blow your spot up. You're lucky I don't just tell the truth about you. Because I know what you want to say about me. You always used to say it back in the day, since 2001 3. Like, yeah, you don't like me because I found that person attractive. It doesn't matter if you think I'm attractive or secretly wanted to get with me or I secretly wanted to get with you. You just had animosity towards them. And I'd be like, dude, go tell them about it. What do you want me to do? Because I don't know anything as a fact. I'm like, I'm not even trying to do what you think I'm trying to do. Because my timing used to suck also. This is what that person said, who I was in love with. Like, you got bad timing. And I was like, I know. I'm sorry. It's like, I just want to. I just like you. I'm sorry. And plus, back then, I was young. I didn't know any better either. I didn't. I didn't do a lot of the things these people did. Starting off real young. Like, let's use sexual intercourse for an example. I didn't start banging like that, bro. Till I was a grown person. I was what you would consider a legal adult already. Not for not for legal purposes. I'm not lying about it, so I don't get any. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm trying to keep anybody from getting in trouble. I literally just, I would probably be the one getting in trouble. Tell all them, bro. When the girl is 16, she's going after 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. She's going after those kind of guys. And those kind of, if they're not aware of it, they're not going to care about it. Nobody's mentioning it. The girl likes him. He don't give a shit if as long as he wants to sleep with her and she wants to sleep with him. Nobody's crying victim. Right? What's the problem, bro? Like, what is really the problem? You just want people to get locked up over love? For real. I'm not even condoning that type of stuff, bro. Like, for somebody my age to do that would be weird, right? But I'm talking about them. When you're 21 and the girl is 17 and she wants to get a fucking beer, what do you think she's gonna ask? Why wouldn't she ask her 21-year-old peers? If you're 18, if you were 18 years old, you don't know any 21-year-olds that went to the same high school as you or live around you in the area? Come on, bro. You can't have this culture, in my opinion, where you're okay with that. That's why it's turning into that, because all those people believe that. Because I got taken advantage of when I was 16. Yeah, but you're a bad girl. You're going out of your way to get in the way. You're going out of your way to cause havoc. and have fun. You're not going to. It's not like they're going to be a nun, bro. You understand? I'm not trying to justify anything or condone it, but I'm just saying, bro. You want to have this world where women are so strong and they can be the leaders, but then they just cry victim about everything and blame men for every single thing that goes on. I don't get it. You don't sit there helping us for a fucking minute, bro, but then you're quick to go, it's a man's fault when something wrong goes on in the life around you. Like, bro, I gave them my hoodies. I'm not the same type of person I was back in the day, but I'm not mean to you either. It's like, I'm not giving you shit. Sorry, I'm not doing shit for you because of that. I do things that are nice for you off the strength that I like you. It's not to get in your pants. Put it that way. Oh yeah, I guess I don't like you if I go out of my way to try to make you feel comfortable. Like, don't get mad now, bro. That I've been on this wavelength with you. Like, you're just mad that the wavelength is catching up with me, in my opinion. It's like, I don't want you to feel like you're trapped to talk to me. Like, you could go talk to all of them. Oh, it's always been that way for you. What's the difference now? Why do you care so much now if you go talk to anybody else? So I'm not allowed to talk to anybody else. But you can. Gotcha. That's narcissism, babe. That's what narcissism is. Like, you don't want me to talk to anybody else, but you can talk to all these people, right? When I'm telling you, I don't want to talk to them. If you want to go share your energy with them, leave me out of it, is what I've been saying for years, bro. Years I've been saying that. Years I've been saying that shit. It's not like I'm just talking shit, bro. I don't go around you. You want to talk to me, I'm not going to ghost you, but I don't need to go around you every chance I get. Because that's how I feel about it. I got to let you go every time. I got to let them go every time. It's definitely traumatic in some type of way. Because I'm thinking about all the times I'd be like, I have to let this person go. And then I'm thinking they're going to die on drugs or some shit. So why would I want to be? Why would I want to be connected to that permanently? Well, you could just go back down that road if you want and have an excuse to die. Well, I don't have that. I've been off drugs a long time, my guy. I don't sit there drinking every night, drowning my sorrows. Never have I ever done that. Drown my sorrows. If anything, my sorrows know how to swim when I drink, especially when I drink. That's why I'm grim. You didn't know that? Like, this is why I'm grim. They'll never understand that, bro. The reason why God lets me call myself this. It's not anybody else but him who's letting me call myself grim. And that's the only person who would say, yeah, you could call yourself that if you want. Like, do you want me to front about it, bro? Or you want me to tell you the truth? Excuse me. It's just my stomach making sounds. I'm not even releasing any gas, bro. It's just my stomach making sound. Because I don't eat all the time, bro. I'm not trying to demean you. I'm not trying to talk shit about you behind your back. But if I say what I want to say to your face, you get all offended, want to argue, and very contentious. You acting like I'm trying to have an argument just because I'm telling you a reason why. It's like, well, this is adding on to the reasons why I don't want to have contact, bro. fucking argument every time we talk. Like, that's why I blocked your ass. I don't need to argue with you about what the fuck you do. You know, that's why I blocked half your family. All right, you want to talk to me? I'm gonna block half your family and the other half of your friends too, because they don't fucking like me. I'm not even a loser, dude. I tried to go out of my way to learn other things besides just me. I want to make music. I want to have. I was actually trying to have a real career. Forget about a job. You try going to a place where it's not as much of a demand for it, and then taking on a new trade. Every time I've been taking on new trades. You wouldn't throw garbage around in a mountain road hanging off the back of the truck for $12 an hour now, would you, bro? Like, fuck you. Because I feel the same way about it. But, like, I don't want to talk shit as much as them because I come from there. Like, people who are of that demographic, who come from these places, right? Where I come from. And then they go talking the most shit about it. Like, bro, what if you had to go back there and live there? If they forced you back to where you came from because you got a New York accent. That's why I don't talk shit all day. I go, New York, yeah, that's my bitch. I don't even like the Knicks. Like, I'm not to bitch you out. That's my girl. New York, that's my girl, bro. That's my bitch. Don't talk shit. Like, I'm allowed to talk shit about New Yorkers. Our attitudes are a little stank at times. Especially in the city. When you're in the city chilling with New Yorkers, it's like, yeah. I don't know, bro. We're not all bad. We're not all bad, bro. Because I would always say that as a joke. Oh, I don't hate on New York or anything, but I could see what people don't like about New Yorkers. Like, very arrogant for no reason. Like, bro, you got a shithole city. And then the thing I say about those people who talk shit about New York all day, bro, you went to some place and turned exactly into New York, wherever you live. You turn it into little New York, wherever you go, and then all the residential people who've been living there don't want to go into that area. It don't matter what state it is. It could be Pennsylvania, Florida, or Colorado. They'll call it little New York. If a bunch of New Yorkers congregate in a township of a state or a county, they'll call it Little New York, and then you'll turn it into a New York type atmosphere. Cause you're New Yorkers, like, you know, it's almost like when, like, they got Little Italy in New York, right? All the Italians came and they turned it into Little Italy because it's their bloodline, and they can't help it because you are, no matter where you go, there you are. See, I didn't turn this place into Little New York, bro. I started living more rural type mentality. Took some getting used to, bro. I used to make fun of how slow it is. See, I was making fun of where I'm at a little bit. But I was saying, I don't want to turn this into a fucking Babylon, bro. I appreciate you. You took me in like a refugee camp from this shithole. From this bullshit that this senator wants to ruin. You know, these politicians want to ruin your fucking country. Giving you poison all day. Acting like they don't spray the skies. You know? It's kind of weird, bro. Kind of fucking weird, bro. Now, I have to sit there all year just worried about it, I guess. And you don't have to worry nothing. See, I don't worry about shit really, though. That's the thing. I don't worry about it, bro. The thing you worry about all day, I don't. For whatever the reason could be. I don't worry about it, bro. I'm not worried about it like you. You know, I'm not as worried. It's not too much to worry about for me, bro. You know, I could get more for my buck. Instead of using all 7 to get a meal, I could use 5 to get a meal, and then 2 to get a bottle of water. And then I just made my money back, basically, because I keep it in the cabinet for when I'm thirsty. Like, don't get mad at me, bro, because I want to smoke herbal medicine. But I know I don't need the medical industry to tell me it's medicine where I need a prescription. Like, bro, Why would I trust your bullshit? The reason we want to smoke weed is because all your prescription medication is poison in the first place. And now I need a prescription to go smoke weed. Like, fuck you, bro. How about that one? Go suck my dick. Because I'm not trying to drive around smoking, buy nickel bags of weed from children. Like, I'm not doing that shit, bro. Make it legal, for real. Instead of criminalizing everything. Where you get more trouble if you're caught behind the wheel. Like, you just want people in jail, bro. You just want people to get controlled by the overseer. And I'm not even opposed to them doing. I'm not even opposed to people having those jobs, bro. It is just doing their job. I understand, bro. I'm not a hater. These people will talk to you in such a way where they think they know what you're saying. They think they know exactly where you're coming from. I'm like, bro, I'm joking around about it being a Nazi. You're the one saying it. Like, this is how this shit started in the 30s. You're only focusing on World War II history of Germany, and I'm focusing on how they got started, bro. Like, oh yeah, remember the Bolshevik Revolution where they killed a bunch of Christians? That's what led up to all that shit. You know, the things in World War I that took place. It wasn't that far apart. What was it, a 30-year difference? Bro, come on. Now there's an 80-year difference, a 90-year difference if there's another one popping off. Think I'm worried about it, bro? Messiah tells me not to worry about that stuff. It's in the Bible, word of the Lord. I don't need your bullshit, is what I used to say. I don't need your bullshit. Nobody came up to me knocking on the door saying, here's the King James Version. I had the internet, my dog. I had the internet the whole time. That's what I was saying to them. They're like, oh, well, the internet is brainwashing you. I'm like, no, it's showing me that you're not teaching me the only information that's available. You're teaching me your version of it because it's your curriculum and you want me to learn your way. And it's just like any other job you could get. I could learn a trade and then, you know, in general. And then the company that I end up working for could train me in the way they need me to do that. There's different ways to do things. Everybody has different methods and techniques, bro. Like, I seen them change this shit up. See, I'm the one that make you change your shit up. Because you think I'm nobody. Because I got 35 followers. Oh, you just want attention. Like, no, I don't, bro. I don't give a fuck about attention. You know what I want? For you to get the fuck out of here. I'm dead serious. People like that deserve to get deported more than these fucking Mexicans that you want to hate on all day. Bro, at least they can't. A lot of them come here and want to play around with your country. They want to be a part of your American culture. They're American too, bro. They're just not USA American. They're North American humans as well, bro. Your ancestors came here from another place too, no? Oh, maybe I'm just a lefty shill for saying it. Like, bro, I'm more right-wing than you. Every time I bring up murdering a baby in the womb and them infringing on my Second Amendment rights, none of these motherfuckers on the right say anything about it because they're okay with their version of it. They're lefties with an R next to their name. You understand? They don't really give a fuck about anything that has the Constitution about it. Has to do with the Constitution. They don't read it, bro. They don't know anything about it. They don't know anything about it. And then they'll break your constitutional rights, expecting the government to uphold theirs. How is that even real, bro? You're breaking my balls all day, breaking my constitutional rights, when I know my constitutional value. I don't need you, the teacher, the cop, or the fucking doggy to tell me about my constitutional value. Because these truths are self-evident. You got freedom of religion too, right? I don't sit there throwing you to a den of lions to get eaten. I don't sit there tricking you into going into the den of vipers to get bitten by a poisonous snake. That's what people think of me. I'm actually leading you to the promised land when I say where you should go. And you're to your own promised land, bro. Because no matter where you go, there you are. Every hour, every minute, don't stop, get it. Each one, teach one. Get rich in mind. You know, I'm actually a hip-hop dude. I'm not one of these fucking assholes trying to be a culture vulture on you. You just didn't know that about me, maybe. Or maybe you did. And then what? You gonna say I'm trying to act like something I'm not all the time to avoid having a job? Like these people are not even funny, bro. They cornballs. They do reaction videos. They're cornballs. They're trendy. They're not real. They don't stick with anything. Once they see it losing momentum, they put it down and they don't fucking do it again. Because all they want is attention. And then they project it on you. They're narcissists, bro. It's just a different it's a different culture today. Narcissists from back in the day didn't have TikTok, Facebook, Instagram to get supply from. They actually had to go out into the world where there might be empathic people to tell them, no, sit down and shut up, right? I'm one of those people that you don't have to tell, sit down, shut up, until I get loud. See, when you're introducing yourself into the situation and trying to circumvent the reason why I'm saying something about it, so go stay vexed over there, bro. I'm not even venting. I'm not even yelling. You come over, try to act like I'm yelling, and you don't know how to de-escalate shit. You don't know how to de-escalate anything. Somebody telling you to de-escalate will send you more anxiety, and you'll go more with the anger when somebody tells you to relax. Like, oh yeah, I'm telling you to relax because you're already anxiety ridden, and then you go with more anxiety. There you go. There you go. And like, oh, you just want attention, don't you? You just want attention. You're making that up. Like, no, you are, bro. You're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar, bro. You ever become a transplant and have to do something that you don't know anything about? Start from the bottom up, and then they lie about you to get you canned and get you fired? Yeah, that's why I think you're not really a man, you know? You don't even have a plan at all of when it fails. Like, what if that fails, bro? What if you get into an accident tomorrow and you can't pick up any tools for the rest of your life? Well, you're gonna blame that? What if you need to go on food stamps and Medicaid? You gonna blame the left still? You gonna change your? Does that mean you change your politics up because you need to go get a food stamp? No, I doubt it, right? So why would you judge me if I've ever needed that? At least I'm not looking at it like a fucking inheritance that I can hoard off of for Section 8 benefits, right? I don't do that shit, bro. Anytime I had food stamps, they gave me work program, right? You had to work for that shit. And I wasn't sitting there staying on it, looking for off the books jobs so I could have my case open. Right? I wasn't doing shit like that, bro. Never have I ever tried to defraud the government, the federal government. Never have I ever done that. Not intentionally. I'm sure there's plenty of things I should have paid taxes on where I was like, meh, whatever. Some scrap metal pickups, right? It's not like I'm getting 5 figures in money to get scrap metal though, right? I'm sitting there wondering if I should put my $200 score on a tax sheet. Excuse me. Allergies, bro. Make you sneeze. Try to be an honest person, bro. Not a goody two shoes, right? Like, I'm so honest. I'm always telling the truth. I'm talking about being honest, like doing the right thing. Try to do the right thing, even if it's not gonna benefit you. Is it gonna hurt you to do the right thing? Well, it's gonna take more time to. Oh my god, bro. You really must be from New York. Everything takes fucking time. Everything takes time, dude. That used to be the sign I was passing by on my way to work every day. Everything takes time. I loved seeing that sign. I knew I was almost at work when I would see it. I saw the sign and it opened up my mind. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. It's like a one-hit wonder, right? There's a bunch of one-hit wonders. I always said that. The whole reality seems like it's biting off of me, bro. Or people like me. I'm not the only one who said it. Like, yeah, what if those one-hit wonders didn't take the fucking contract? You know, the worldly contract. You're sitting there making fun of them because they're not as popular. But what if they don't want to do satanic shit for $1, bro? You should have more respect for them. And these other fucking idiots, they'll do whatever the fuck they want. They'll do whatever they think you want them to do. It's all about people pleasing. It's narcissistic, bro. I used to be a people pleaser, believe me. I'm not perfect. I used to do fucked up shit sometimes. Not right what I do. It's like, hey, you're accusing me of something I repented from, though, bro. I've repented from a lot of that shit. I'm not romanticizing it from bringing it up. That's why I brought it up in that way. Like, oh yeah, I used to do dumb shit too, bro. Except I wasn't harming anybody. There was really no harm. It was really a victimless crime. Like, bro, plenty of times I know God was looking out for me. Because he taught me a lesson. Like, what a fucking idiot, bro. Respect their boundaries. Respect your own boundaries. You won't have to worry about what their boundaries are. Because you'll have respect for yourself. You won't be around that shit. I mean, that's the message I got. It's not like somebody was telling me with words. This is an internal feeling that I got. Like, God made me feel that. You know what I mean? God put that on me. Like, stop doing that. Stop drinking to the point of getting fucking ridiculous. You know, that's what it was to me. That's what the point was to me. Because this shit is broken, bro. I was trying to tell them that, like, you're trying to break my shit everywhere you go. You're like a Matrix agent. You know? They don't like that. They're, like, making fun of you for the fact that you can see through it. It's like, bro, that's what you people do. You little chaotic motherfuckers. You don't respect anything. That's why you don't respect yourself. You do things when it's too fucking late. I was telling you that shit when I was, like, it was 2012 I was telling you to go do that. Too little, too late. That's a narcissist handbook to me, bro. Too little, too late. Like, yeah, you do the right thing for the wrong reasons. You don't even know what the fuck you believe in. See, I know what I believe in. That's the difference, bro. I don't hang out with demons all day. I know what I believe in. The ceiling appreciation stream. That's what I believe in, bro. Because if I'm possessed by a demon, right? If I could tell there's a demon trying to enter my body, and I'm fighting it off, and I'm asking God for help. What do you think I start recording for, bro? If I was in more of a hellish situation, that would be the last thing on my mind. To start recording it. Provoking these fucking devils that don't want to be on camera. Like, yeah, bro, but the thing is, the ones I'm provoking in that way, like, you shouldn't care about being on camera. You held public position. You're a public person. I always wanted privacy, and you never gave it to me. So, what, you don't like when I'm breaking your privacy? What's the matter now, bro? You don't like that I'm breaking your privacy a little bit, even though I'm not dropping your fucking name. I never talk about you directly. It's more about the things you do. Like in Ephesians chapter 6, verse 1-2. Not 1-2, but verse 12. King James Version. I just say it that way because I like to rhyme. I like to be a dick. You know, I rap to be a fucking asshole, is what they said. I'm practicing to be an asshole when I'm practicing my rap flow. Even if it's not rhyming, even if I'm not practicing a verse, it's like I'm trying to practice my cadence because I always do this shit and it sounds amazing, right? I practice my rap flows. That's how I come up with the melody, bro. You know, it's like a vocal fry that you synchronize with, and you try to make it entertainment. You try to make it entertaining. I don't need your bullshit. I could rap to the sound on the roof when it's raining. You know? I could rap to the footsteps on the ceiling when you're complaining about the shit that you did to yourself. You're complaining about shit you did to yourself, and I'm sitting there not able to blame anybody else. You get it yet? I don't have anybody to blame. You blame society for all the things you do to yourself, and then you go blame God on top of it when it's time to. When you should have been doing that from the beginning. Maybe then the devil wouldn't have tried to tempt you, because the devil is just a test from God in my opinion. And I've been saying that for a long time. Oh yeah, you don't get to convince me of bullshit, Satan, because I read your little script. You like to use it against us believers too. He likes to use the Bible. He tries to scripture bump you. You know, he tries. That's why it's important to know it, because he tries to combat you with that shit in the first place. See, I use it as a defense. I'm like, bro, in the Bible it says for me not to do that. You're trying to get on me because I don't want to do some shit that you think is fine to do. And I'm like, bro, it's in the Bible not to do that, dude. And then you try to say something that's in the... See, that's how I know what a demon is. Because they're knowing what the Bible says. You know what I'm saying? They're knowing who Jesus Christ is. They just deny him. They don't like him. They do things on purpose to spite him. They want to see him ending up where the Talmud puts him. No, it's not anti-Semitic for me to say that. These people that don't have religion, bro, they don't have any belief system. They want the one world system to be their religion. The beast system, where everything is tracking and tracing. Like, oh yeah, bro, that's in the Bible. Like, maybe it's not so crazy what I'm saying. Instead of asking me why they would watch me, maybe you should ask yourself why they don't watch you. Why would the devil attack his own crew? Oh yeah, he wouldn't until those last final days rolled through. He might be throwing you in the fire to save his own fucking skin. Because that's what the devil do. I don't throw you in the fire. You notice how I stand in the fire to push you out of it, and then you call me a liar. You call me a maniac. You call me erratic. You call me erratic. Erratic. You call me erratic, even though I sit down there not saying anything to you when you're being erratic and maniacal. Oh, you're the first one to be pointing at me once I get angry. Because I barely get angry at you, bro. Anger is an emotion I try not to have because it comes from the devil. It's fear-based emotions. I don't want to be getting emotional with anger towards anybody. You try to gaslight me all the time, acting like I'm angry. But you can't. That's why I laugh, because you can't really say I'm angry if I'm laughing now, can you? It's stupid. Like, yeah, I laugh instead of yell and cry, but it doesn't mean I'm an angry guy when I'm laughing at you. You try to use my good joy against me. You try to use my belief system against me. You try to take advantage of my kindness. Even if you know it's not weakness, you're still trying to take advantage of it and be opportunistic and capitalize off the fact that I have something to give you that I'm not going to miss. I just take it as a loss because I ain't going to miss it. It's not really, I can't lose it if I'm not going to miss it. I didn't lose it if I didn't misplace it. I gave it to you, and then you misused it. And then you need more energy from me. What a surprise. Every fucking time. I'm like, yeah, bro, see? I got up nice and early because I went to sleep nice and early. Early to bed, early to rise. Especially if I'm doing something with my body. You know, physical activity. It ain't about just starving myself, bro, of things. Like, go get help, for real. Go watch a human tell you to do it, because the robots are going to lie to you, bro. Like, oh yeah, I didn't need all that direction from a robot to tell me about a diet. It just felt right. Like, oh yeah, I'm not going to starve myself of every carbohydrate because it might be in something when I go out to eat. And then my gut will be gyrating. I'll be having to run to the bathroom if I have anything with flour in it. So I stopped eating that way because you're going to come across it. You're going to come across these things, bro. It's normal. The society's not perfect. You see how everybody eats here. What, you're never going to get poison in your food? Ever? Look how everybody looks, bro. They're all obese. They're all frail and sick. They get old not so gracefully. They need to take pills just to keep the heart beating. I'm not trying to give up information all day. I'm just having a conversation. Like, bro, don't run with Satan. Like, you have to be active, right? There's an Old Testament for a reason. It's to remind you about the new covenant. Like, look how pissed off God used to get when you disobey him. So wait, you don't, if you want to call Jesus God, So he's the same God from the Old Testament then, right? Is what you want to say? Because I don't know if I believe that all the way. I have no idea what to believe in, bro. That's why I don't say it all the time. It's like, yeah, don't call me Christian, bro, because I have no idea what that means. I'm trying to follow what the words in the book say that you want me to believe come from Jesus. You know, the red letter version? I try to pay attention to that the most. Because it means more than any other part, in my opinion. Because he's trying to tell me something. Try to understand what he means, bro. I don't want to just sit there going, oh, I believe. Like, yeah, I have blind faith also, but I still try to figure it out. It's a parable, bro. I don't want to be the rocky soil. I don't want to have no fruits. Like, I'm tired of living here like this. But I gotta stay to worry a little bit, right? I don't want to just leave somebody like that after they've been quote unquote helping me. It's the narrative in their head that they're helping me out, even though I've been putting shit on hold to be around you, bro. Like, what are you talking about? I post about it all the time. Like, look where my life was going, and I could have gotten away from you if you didn't just go, nah, I don't like it no more, and fucking leave. Like, bro, I've been trying to do what I want to do. It's not my fault the economy was collapsing before I was 2. It's not my fault you had the last hurrah of your boomtown economy, bro. And then nobody else gets to work. You want it locked down in 20 years later after that. You need it to be locked down because you might get sick. Oh my God, I need to go get more toilet paper. Give me my vaccine. Rush it through. And then when you're sick from it, you don't say anything about that. How you were begging them to give it to you on a fucking line, basically. Begging them to poison you. And then, oh yeah, you get sick more often because I didn't take it. Like, come on, bro. You can't really believe that, right? Like, give me a fucking break, bro. You need to go. You know, your brain is not good for me to be around. Those people are shady. I'm not talking about everybody that got tricked into taking it or forced. What about the kids that were forced into taking it under their parents' dictatorial worldview? Like, bro, the people that wanted you and me to take it have children too. They go vote. That's why the government is what it is. It's a reflection of the people. That's why those kids walk around like that, trying to tell you what to do. Because their parents tell them what to do. See, I don't go around telling people what to do. Just because my parents tried to tell me what to do when I was a kid. I used to have to be home before the streetlights came on. Otherwise, I was in here and bitch and moan. If they were whistling and I didn't come to the stoop, it was a problem. So every time I thought I heard a whistle, I would run. Like, what if I would have gotten hit by a car because of that shit one day? Wouldn't you feel bad about yourself, or would you just laugh because it's like a dog getting hit? Like, yeah, well, look, I brainwashed him. I gave him trauma-based mind control that he remembers. Go watch your TV and take your pills, you fucking reject. I don't want to hear your voice at all. I don't care if you're yelling at the dog to stop barking. I don't even say 2 words to the dog and it's barking at me. You know what I do? I laugh at it. I go, it's fucking stupid dog barking at me, even though I'm shoveling a path for it. You want me to believe some bullshit all the time? I don't know. I know, bro. That's what those people are. They're bullshit. They do things because they were told to do it. They take orders and then go bitching about other people that have to do the same thing. It's like, yeah, I'm taking orders from the book, bro. I don't follow it to the T. I don't care if you don't believe in it. Let me believe what I want to believe. Like, what the fuck, dude? You calling me delusional, but you're teaching me all these other religions in the public schools, you know? God forbid I bring up something in the Bible when I'm chilling in a public school setting. I had to argue with these people since I'm a kid. Where you been at, bro? Now you want to call me these things. Like, dude, I've been chilling with all types of people, not telling them they're going to go to hell. Trying to tell them the truth of Jesus. Like, oh yeah, I'm actually worse than you, and Jesus helps me get through the day. Not to be angry and fucking yelling at people's faces like that, you know? Hey, fuck you! Like, I don't get that way, really. I like to chill. I'm the one helping you clean your party up after they all leave when they're fucking idiots. You know, that's the one you're trolling, bro. You love to troll that guy until he reacts poorly, then we crash out. All right, now we're a crash out. Look how angry he's reacting. Yeah, but what about the 90% of the time where I'm sitting there not giving you a fucking reaction ever? What about those moments? Oh, you're angry down there. I hear you yelling at the screen. No, that's actually performative. So you could hear me. So you can hear me. Because you say I'm mumbling. Even though I speak more proper pronunciation of the English language than you. They don't want to admit it. I know, dude. A lot of them won't. They won't ever fucking admit it. That they were wrong about something. They can't mess with. They'll try to control you. You was probably the worst. Trying to control you was probably the worst idea ever. Yeah, because they had to change up a lot of shit about themselves. They came through thinking I'm the same dumb fuck when all I did was wave it out. I'm like, that's for kids, bro. Get out of here. That's for children. You're doing shit that children do. They were playing with Ouija boards in the graveyard too. I remember a lot of these people. It's like, yeah, that's why you're like this. Together. That's why you're two feathers of the same fucking wing. You're not even on a separate wing. Like, yeah, you're going around that person, and I could tell from the energy. The thing you're saying about them towards me is how I feel towards them. Is what I was trying to point it out to them. Like, you described it perfectly, but put me there instead of them. Like, I don't want you having their energy around me. That's why I haven't spoken to them in so many years. I don't need you to be around me. I don't need you to regulate my emotions, bro. I don't need a fucking therapy session with you, especially if you're just going to use it as a weapon against me. Telling me go get help. Calling me crazy. Like, I already did that shit. I went to therapy because of people like you. People like you drive motherfuckers insane until you got to go talk to a shrink. And then you go, dude, look how crazy they are when you're the one driving them up the fucking wall, bro. You're the one driving them bonkers. Like, shut up. That person's watching out for you. What do you think I know the difference of, bro? What do you think I know the difference of the two when they triangulate? It's like, stop energy swapping. Stop doing this. You're vulnerable to it because of your traditions. That's satanic shit, bro. I've been trying to warn you the whole time. Like, you fall for the same thing that they fall. How do you think I know about it? Because they tried to get me with the same shit. You're an idiot. Like, you're crying about leftists all day when you act more lefty than a fucking leftist. They're dressing modestly now. Like, when did it flip-flop again? Because I'd rather chill with them. They're more chill. They're not all up in your face like that. Like, yeah, these motherfuckers that are paid to protest are not, like, you are falling for a psyop. You understand? To turn your country into a fucking concentration camp. Again and again and again. And I'm the one saying, hey, dickhead, it's already been a concentration camp. You eating everything from a can and ration food for them. Oh, yeah, when you're putting me in indoctrination camps in the school systems. I was like, yo, this is a concentration camp. Look at the food they're giving us. It's nasty. What do you think they never liked about me? And any teacher that would disagree, I could tell they would disagree with what I'm saying, and I could tell when they would agree. And they're just doing their job. They actually agree with me, and they're just doing their job, trying to follow the curriculum. Because I wasn't a dumb little kid and I would cut class when I don't like that fucking bitch. Because I'm going to get into a problem. Some dumb hippie boomer trying to tell me what to believe in all the time. Fuck you, bro. How you felt about them is how I feel about you. Except I'm not diving in the mud, dodging drafts. I was the one trying to sign myself up to go blow my ass up for you. To protect your fake freedom that you give away as soon as they say it is a fake flu. And then 2 years later, you open up the country, expect everything to go back to normal regularly, and then celebrate Independence Day on top of it. Like, what is wrong with you, bro? What happened during those lockdowns when they were lighting fireworks off every fucking week, every month? Oh, that wasn't some type of psyop either. To drive you nuts. Sensory overload. And then they just stopped it. It's almost like it was a coup. It was an attempted coup, and people couldn't deal with it really, right? People like me, I'm not going to let that shit bother me, bro. I'm not a soldier with PTSD. To hear fireworks go off doesn't make me nutty. You know what makes me nutty? When I know you're trying to fuck with me. And I can't sit there proving it, right? I can't sit there to try to explain it is enough energy getting wasted. Like, yeah, they're fucking Matrix agents, bro. Yeah. You goddamn right. You goddamn right, bro. Fucking Matrix agents. This is entertainment. See, the thing is, I know what they're saying. Once you get to a certain level, you're gonna have people telling everybody else you rock with Satan because they're jealous of something. And I'm not saying everybody's satanic. I'm not calling anybody out by name. I'm saying, look at the signs to look for when you can tell. I was almost sending myself to hell too, bro. You didn't know that? Come on, you had to know that. Then it's like the same shit either way. They're putting the package right next to each other. One says organic, one doesn't, right? It's always the same shit. Are you schizophrenic? No. I bet your mom is, though. I'm just joking, man. Or girl, whatever you are. Harry. Just joking, bro. Harry ass crack. Ha 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 ha, I get it. I'm definitely blocking your ass, though. I was gonna give you a chance, because maybe you're asking a question, but with a username like that, I ain't trying to hear you I ain't trying to hear you ask dumb shit to me. Go fuck your hands, bro. Does it sound schizophrenic to explain something to myself? I'm not talking to, there's nobody down here that I'm talking to, bro. I'm literally talking out loud. You know, like when you rap a song, you know when you write rhymes down on a page, and then you're talking, like you're directing it to whoever's listening, you know? There's a difference of being that and schizophrenic. There's a big difference, in my opinion. I'm not thinking people are after me all the time. Until I see synchronicities and signs, I'm like, yeah, there's definitely something watching me. It's either God, the devil, both, or the government. Who cares? Either way is what I say. Go eat your hot dogs. That's what I do. Are you schizophrenic, bro? You calling me that shit? I think you're schizophrenic. Maybe I don't exist and you're and I'm in your imagination. You ever think of that shit? Are you mature enough to think that you could be the problem? I could say fuck that bitch all day, right? When I'm saying something about it to you, oh yeah, that's the way you used to want it back in the day. Now you got what you wanted. Me saying fuck that bitch, and you don't like it as much, right? Because I still forgive. I don't have to be a nice person to somebody just to forgive them. I don't have to go out of my way to be around you to forgive you. Now, don't you see how I feel like it was that quick? That's the thing. You see how I'm acting from that, but how do you think I was acting about you treating me this way? It's like, I don't want to see you go down in a bad way, but fuck you, bro. I'm expecting you to go down that way because you don't listen to anything I say. Whenever I bring up things that help me, you make fun of me for it. Even though it's quite healthy to go read Bible verses and swing the kettlebell, please. Schizophrenic, bro. Your mother's schizophrenic. Why don't you go ask her why she's manic? Because your dad makes her panic and shit like that. You get panic attacks because your dad wants to be a fucking asshole. Or whatever it could be. Maybe you want to be an asshole. Are you schizophrenic? You sure I'm real, bro? Maybe you should check the mirror. Maybe you should start recording and see if somebody's around you. Because I don't get hallucinations like that, bro. For me to get a hallucination, I have to be on a lot of drugs. The drugs they want to give you, because people like you want to call me schizophrenic, will make me schizophrenic. That's the ironic part about it. The drugs they could give you for all that stuff that they say will help you makes you more depressed. Antidepressants make you more depressed. Schizophrenic meds make you more schizophrenic. Hair loss shampoo, like, shampoo to prevent hair loss, makes you lose more hair, right? The cigarette companies are selling you the nicotine patches to get you off the cigarettes. You know what I mean? Like, you need snake venom to come up with the vaccine for the snake bite. It takes one to know one. This is a philosophy of a shogun, bro. This is true no matter who says it. Get rich in mind. Or go rot in Matrix. You get to decide, bro. See, I wasn't having to speak now, forever hold their peace. I was always shutting my mouth and letting them go live in peace. Because, yeah, you want to be coming around me and then bring me around all this weird shit all the time, and then I don't want to be around it. Because you got all these friends that you think, they say that they love you while they watch you go kill yourself, and then I'm in a confliction with them. Because they don't like me, but I'm not really a loser just because I'm in a loser scenario. Like, you thought I was a loser that doesn't know how to do anything, even though I have a lot of different skills I picked up on. Like, I could explain, you won't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I'll sit there doing it. And you think you know, but you have no idea. But you're still not sitting there and shutting your fucking mouth, listening and watching. You don't know how to observe and be quiet. Now, do you? You always have to you always have to have your mouth running. See, I'm speaking for a camera. That's not schizophrenia, dick face. You know what's schizophrenic? Talking to a dog like it's gonna respond to you with an English language. That's schizophrenic. some pair of balls are calling me manic because I remember something. Because I don't bring it up. You think I'm stuck on the past? I ain't even bringing it up. All those times it would hit me up. You're less manic when you type. Fuck you, yo, fuck you. That's what I felt like saying to you sometimes. Like, yo, fuck you, bro. You're lucky I don't just flip you off and watch you go rot in the Matrix. Like, look, go back around all those people that had you on drugs in the first place, bitch. Wonder why I call you a witch. You come through with witchcraft. It's not like I'm just slandering your fucking name, defaming your character, smear campaigns. I don't do shit like that. That's witchcraft too. When you're lying, deceiving, stealing, killing, destroying, murderous fucking spirits. Disgusting to me. Like, get out of here. God is gonna wipe you away from this place. It's in the scripture, bro. Like, you act like the world is so wicked because you see the wickedness in you getting reflected back at you. And I don't usually see that, bro. You trying to lower my vibration, put me in a bad mood, that's on you, because I don't react to you usually. You think I'm getting angry and upset because the tone of I'm explaining it with the cadence like this, so you think I'm angry and annoyed, but I'm actually just chilling, bro. It's for your entertainment. You get it? So I could say some shit that you call me crazy for explaining. You're the one complaining, bro. You complain when it's sunny. You complain when it's raining. You complain when you have health. You complain when you have money. You complain when you're broke. You complain when God gives you something. You complain when God takes it away from you. You complain when you're blessed. You complain when you're cursed. I don't be you know what I complain about? You complaining, bro. You calling me names. People like you attempting to make the world unbearable to live in. Because you're a fucking loser. You want everybody else to be miserable too. Because misery loves company. That's a loser, bro. I don't do shit like that. You know what I do? I make fun of you. After you try to make fun of me, you left your target open. I could make fun of you all day. I don't have to have you seeing my jokes for me to laugh at it. I don't laugh at my own jokes only. But I think it's funny still. Like, oh yeah, I'm making fun of that person because they're a shill. You're watching these people die, acting like you're their best friend. Like, yo, friend, you're a demon. Stop pretending. Stop acting like that's not your energy, because you try to attack these people with their own energy. They know better than that. That's them going around you and you feeding them energy because they don't know how to have any of their own, really. And you take advantage of them. You get them acting like an NPC around me because you're a fucking robot clone. Excuse me. That's energy swapping, destiny swapping, you know? I stopped talking about it because they don't want to understand. They want to understand so they could do it more. So I just stopped warning about it. I just stopped saying anything about it. Oh, I guess I don't know anything about it because I'm not talking about it. Stupid. No, that's stupid. That's stupid. That's like judging books by the cover. You know, that's pretty stupid, bro. Because I don't think about it every day. But if you're bringing it up and then I'm remembering, yeah, he thinks I'm so horrible that his mother used to call me looking for him. Using me as a fucking alibi. Hey, I'm so horrible, bro. All your friends that you go sinning with are not the problem. Me, the one that stays away from you. That your mother calls looking for you. Yeah, I'm the problem, right, bro? I guess your mother thinks I'm the problem, too. Because you used to hate on your mom all day. And then you be crying about her when she passes away. I'm calling my mom annoying to her face and then still appreciating the time I have with her while I have it with her. You get it? Hello. Topanga Blurton. That's a nice name. Where's Corey at? I'm Mr. Feeney. Probably, compared to you. Comparatively. Somebody told me I looked mad young yesterday. Well, not mad young. Some of these people think it's still old, right? If you're 12 years old, you think 28's mad old, right? Can I see your face? Like, no, because you're not gonna suck energy through the screen. You know, you're not gonna. They're not gonna do that to me. These people. I'm allowed to explain something to anybody who might need to hear it, and then protect myself from complete strangers that don't like me. I know they're not gonna like me. None of them ever like me. Some of them act like they like me and want to be around me, but then they do things that I'm like, you don't really like me, bro. Do you? Like, you're trying to lead me astray. Forget about leading me on. You're trying to get me to take something personally while you say, don't take it personally. You get it? You do personal attacks that are more true about yourself. I used to say that when I was 12 to this dude. Say it to the mirror, bro. That's something you do. What are you talking about? Oh, you don't like that I act like you? You don't like when I act like you. I know. I know. That's why you called me a little shithead before, because I used to say, oh, you don't like when I act like you. That's right. I forgot.